totally agree with the fact that that these things come into being as our servants, and of course they produce all the benefits that they were expected to produce. They give us a new tool to do the things that we've already defined that we need to do. What I'm talking about is the disposition of servants to become masters. Things that we introduce as our servants can often, through changing our desires and installing short circuits in our emotional life, become our lords, and we become enslaved to them. And I think, I'm not saying this always happens, but I think there's a kind of what Schopenhauer would call unscrupulous optimism about Tyler's way of putting the point, and a refusal to recognize that there is a new kind of danger involved. The danger that the machine takes over. We've seen this in pornography, and it's undeniable. I don't see why we shouldn't be seeing it one day in friendship too.
You earlier said in your opening remarks that our gadgets can come to prey on us. What did you mean by that?
Well, the gadget sits there in a state of need. You know, there it is. The screen bleeping. It often has little noises which says, I need attention. You come and you press the button, and you see on the screen what it needs from you. You know, you've got to send a message to someone. And gradually you become drawn in to the business of spending your life supplying the needs of this creature.
And Tyler, what about this, the crackberry effect, the sense that we might get addicted or become servants to our gadgets that are meant to serve us?
Roger has a very paternalistic view. He's reported that he himself has not become a slave to these. Somehow it's the other people who become slaves and not Roger. Roger has quit. If I think of my own patterns, I started out on Facebook. I actually don't use Facebook anymore. I'm on it. I have an account. I don't visit it. I don't scroll things on my wall. I don't chit-chat with people on Facebook. I just decided it didn't suit me. I am on Twitter for a number of reasons. I find Twitter more convenient. One of which is Twitter, you never have to pretend that you received all the messages. So it's completely polite to ignore or not be on Twitter for a week. And if you don't want to be such a slave, you go to a medium such as Twitter that precisely allows you not to be a slave. Twitter has been growing very rapidly, including relative to email. And it's in part because precisely you have these freedoms, and it's easy to design social networks that give people the option to secede in useful ways, and so they don't become addicted. And if you think about Roger's case, if you think about my case, we both have managed to more or less in different ways secede from Facebook. I didn't feel withdrawal pangs. I'm fine.